Hello everybody, this is Sirik1983 and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. Alright, so the reason why I'm meeting you back down here is because, well, triggering that scene at Bevelle is what triggers WANTZ showing up here.
Oh, Walkers, open for business.
Now, the reason why I want to do business with him is because he sells empty equipment, 4-slotted equipment. For now, for the rest of the game, I'm just going to be buying this stuff. I'll be buying definitely the Targe. I think I've already got a TETRA bracer for Orin. I don't know where I got it from, but I have it. I know I didn't buy it, so anyway, so yeah. Definitely want the TETRA charge. I'm going to equip it right now because I will be doing something with that. You basically just want one of each for everybody. Unfortunately, I will not be able to buy all of them, but eventually I will, and there we go. Alright, so I've got a whole bunch of stuff to sell off here as well because I need the gil, and I'll just sell off everything that isn't necessary for the rest of the game, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I basically just sold off anything that will not have a use. I kept the Calabolia, I kept the Baroque sword here because it is probably going to be very useful. I'm definitely keeping the Taming sword because I will be capturing the fiends going into the Omega ruins, and what I plan to do with these armors, if you're going to be capturing them as well, it's mandatory, I'll put it that way. And I just kept as much, I try to keep it diversified in terms of, elemental protection and status protection as well, and that's basically all. I mean, anything that modified like defense or anything like that, or magic plus 5% or anything like that, I sold it all, and I reorganized everything again. Took it a little longer than normal, but I just wanted all of these down here, and eventually the shield will go there, so just to keep things a little more easier to handle. Anyway, so next up, I actually want to go up to the north end of the I'll just go up to the airship, and then I'll, go back to Lake Macalania from there, and I'll meet you in the snowfield. Alright, before I step out there, I want to unequip the Peaceful Shield, and I actually want to, obviously I want to equip Ice Protection. Okay, I might as well just do it right now. First of all, you definitely want to put I'm going to be putting the Master Thief on the Targe, so that's why I bought that. That's why I said it's pretty much mandatory to do this, because this is pretty much going to be the only way you, well, within reasonable and keeping your sanity time frame, to get everything installed on these armors, which I will be going into. Alright, where is it? No, there it is, Master Thief, the Pendulums. There we go, the Buccaneer. Yarr! Anyway, so also I want to put DEATHPROOF on Yuna with the Farplane Winds that I've had for a long time. I went right by it, didn't I? There it is. Now, the reason I'm putting DEATHPROOF on this, because after we're done on all this grinding, she should have full life, so she should be able to revive anybody with maximum HP and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so those are the two I'm going to modify right now, and I'm definitely going to have the Buccaneer equipped on Rikku, but everybody else is pretty much just going to be elemental protection, pretty much. I don't think he has anything, so yeah. Where's the Ice Ward? There. Good there. And Pep Talk, Phantom, and we're good to go. Alright, oh yeah, and also I actually did sell the Murasame as well, because I won't be using it. I'll just put it that way. It was a nice pretty penny, but as you can see, I've got lots of gil left over. I'm not going to be spending that on Sirik's shield because I need this gil. I'm not sure exactly how much I need, but I need a lot of it. Anyway, so what I mean by that is because, well, when you go out here, these armors that I just bought, every single one of them has to have the Berserkproof, the Confuseproof, and Stoneproof on them, in order to be able to survive the fiends in the Omega ruins. Just the fiends themselves. The fiends are the most difficult part of the Omega ruins. They are the toughest enemies in the game, and the bosses themselves are arguably the toughest. I mean, they're probably a lot tougher in the international version, but I'll get into that later. Anyway, so yeah, Berserkproof. For Berserkproof, you need 32 Hypello Potions per Berserkproof, and I've listed all my notes in the video description, so if you get confused, just look them up there, and hopefully it'll be clear enough for you. So yeah, to get the 32 Hypello Potions, I found the best way to do it is just fighting around here, the MAFDETs, the little armored dudes. There's only 4 fiends you fight around here. The MAFDETs are one of them, so why not use it? And also, I mean, it's a rare rare steal, which is why I have the Master Thief on Rikku right now, so that she can always steal at least one of them per battle. And then I'll use the guild to bribe up to 28 of them. Actually, I think it's probably closer to 30 of them, with bribing them with 14,200 gil. Works out to about 500 gil each, but yeah, I'll be you're gonna get 28 of them and all that kind of stuff. I'll try to get try to steal as many as possible during battle. I'll be casting haste on Rikku, and I will be casting slow on the MAFDET to help it speed that up as much as possible. I'll get everybody in to get their turn, and then I'll be bribing them to get out of the battle. So yeah, I found that's the quickest and best way to do it because of the high encounter rate and the fact that you can bribe so many out of them. Now, also, for Confuseproof, this one will probably be the most time-consuming for you because there aren't any fiends in this game that actually give you a healthy supply of Musk in any shape or form. While you're around here, you can actually get them from the Evil Eyes. Again, it's a rare steal from them. You can steal one of them and bribe. You can bribe up to 4 of them from them for 8,600 gil or 2,150 gil each. That doesn't really matter because I'm just trying to focus on speed here. This is going to be expensive. But anyway, so yeah, just as you fight the Evil Eyes as well, try to stock up on as many of those as possible. Don't try to focus on them as much as you want to focus on the MAFDETs. As soon as you get the Hypello Potions you need you need a minimum of 7 sets of 32. Basically just customize them as you go pretty much. As soon as you get 32, customize it. I would highly recommend going from the bottom up, really, in terms of customizing them. So yeah, Berserkproof here, and then keep going up like that as you get them. And remember to keep, because the fact that I haven't got the shield yet, make sure you have 32 extra after you've applied it to these 6. So just so that Sierra can put them on his. Now back to the Musk. The Evil Eyes do have them. Like I said, it's not very. It's a really high encounter rate again. It's one of the 4 enemies you fight around here, so you'd be stupid not to do it. So yeah, you can rare steal one of them, which are Rikku can steal them all the time, and then 8,600 gil for up to 4 of them. And then after you get all the Hypello Potions you need, I would highly recommend going back on the airship and then go to the Gagazet Caverns. The quickest way to the Gagazet Caverns is by taking the airship to the Zanarkand ruins and then backtracking from there. And there's a save sphere right at the exit of the Gagazet Caverns, and you can basically just go in there, fight the AHRIMANs, the flying fiends, and basically just kill any I think it shows up with the Grendels. I think it only shows up the Grendel. So just take out the Grendel with Orin and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, you get those. You will be able to get a lot from them. You can't bribe them from them, I don't think. I'll try anyway, and I'll post it in the video description if you are able to bribe them, so I'll keep that in mind. Now, but it's really the one you want to focus on is stealing them, because a common steal from them, you get 2 Musk, but Rikku will be able to steal 3 of them. So yeah, you'll be able to get lots of them, even if you go a few turns without being able to steal anything, because as soon as you steal once, it starts to get a lot tougher to steal them from them. But getting 3 each time, it really offsets the amount of time you spend getting them from them. I think per battle you should be able to get about 20 of them per battle before you start to go crazy, and then you just kill them off. But again, I will, if I do find that you can bribe them, the Musks from them, then I will post it along with the notes in the video description. Now, and remember, you need 48 of those per person. It's just the Evil Eyes and the AHRIMANs are the best, the most reliable for dropping them. So yeah, there's not many at all in the game that actually drop them in great number. Anyways, so and after that is Stoneproof. Well, I've probably already mentioned this a couple of times already through the LP. You need 20 Petrify Grenades. Now, I've already got 99 of them. I'm thinking I probably should have used a couple of them beforehand, but yeah, it's just I got 99 of them, so I can modify 4 of them right now. Which, yeah, I'll do that after. Yeah, I might as well just do them now. Well, I know I better not, just to keep things focused on one thing at a time here. So yeah, 20 Petrify Grenades per Stoneproof. The best way to get those are the Anacondors and the Calmlands. Are rare. You can steal 1 commonly, and you can rare steal 2 of them. There's an idea there. Also in the Comlands, I probably should have mentioned as well, is if you want to go there for the Hypello Potions, the shreds, they're just a little more difficult to find. You don't fight them as often as you do the MAFDETs, but if you bribe them, I think it's 39,000 gil, you'll get up to 50 of them from them. But again, it may take you a long time to find them, and like few and far between, or maybe you're going to get lucky with the random number generator, and it actually generates it so that you fight a lot of shreds. So I'd say that's worth checking out. I'll probably go there just to make sure that I can't do it. If I can, then I'll spend most of my time there. But yeah, anyway, so the Anacondors are good for Petrify Grenades, but the best payout for the Petrify Grenades are the Basilisks on the Jose High Road, the road between the Jose Temple and the Mushroom Rock Road, where the wreckage is from the Operation Mihen. The Basilisks, you can steal them. You can only steal them 1 for 1. 1 common, 1 rare. However, if you bribe them for 40,500 gil, you should be able to get around 24 Petrify Grenades from them each time. So yeah, they usually come in 2s, so really you could end up with like 50, upwards of 50 Petrify Grenades per battle. So there's something to keep in mind. They should go really quick with those. But yeah, as you can probably guess, 40,500 gil, or what is it? 81,000 gil per battle. That can get expensive, so that's why I have kept the majority of the gil that I sold all my weapons off for. And you will obviously be getting gil through each battle. On that note, you want to make sure Rikku is in the active party 100% of the time. Do not swap her out, because the Gillionaire, as I mentioned, only applies when she's in battle at the end of the battle. So and I'm not sure if it ignores if any fiends get killed while she's out of the party, then she comes back in for the final. I'm not sure if that actually affects it. So I figured, you know what, just leave her in 100% of the time, swap everybody in and out around her. So just to maximize that potential there. I don't know if I mentioned or not, I will be casting haste on Rikku. It is very important you do that, and I will be casting slow on the fiends, so that you can get as many steals in as possible and prevent people dying. And yeah, basically, just as soon as you start modifying each of the armors, it'd probably be a good idea to start equipping them. As soon as you get Berserkproof on them, equip it, and then just go on from there. Obviously, that'll leave 1 open slot. I don't know what I'm going to put in the extra ones yet. I will go over that at the beginning of the next episode, and yeah, you'll see it then. Anything else as far as equipment setup, and I'll go over that next time. And yes, okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, I am going to be capturing fiends when I go in here. If you have no intention of capturing fiends, you don't have to really pay attention to this. You just equip the no encounters, because the encounter rate in the Omega Ruins is very high. I'd probably say it rivals Final Fantasy II in some areas. So yeah, it's like almost anywhere from like 5 to 10 steps and you're in another battle. And believe it or not, there is a mini side quest in the Omega Ruins, which I will be attempting, but it is completely random what happens. I try to look for any patterns, but there aren't any, so it's completely random. But I will be trying it because the reward, is worth at least giving it a shot anyways. It's not worth like going out of your way to get it, but it's a pretty decent reward. So yeah, I've got I'll actually list every enemy in the Omega Ruins in the video description. This video description, I'll just list the enemies that you can capture that actually apply to the Omega Ruins at the Monster Arena, and then next episode I'll list all the enemies you fight in the Omega Ruins, meaning like the ones you can capture for the sake of the Omega Ruins and the Monster Arena, and the others that you can fight there as well. And I will list their HP, and you will see that their HP is considerably higher than anywhere else in the game, and yeah, so it'll just give you a heads up. I think the lowest overkill in that place is over 10,000 damage, so just keep it. try to focus on doing around 14,000 damage, and you'll be good to overkill pretty much any fiend in the Omega runes. But anyways, so yeah, I'll just go over that tomorrow in the next episode. Now, keep in mind, this may actually take me a couple of days to do. That's why I left the delay of Final Fantasy X LP or whatever video on my channel. This one might actually this grinding may actually take a while. I'll try to do it as quickly as I can, and maybe it won't happen. If I do end up as soon as I upload it, I will take down the other video about delays and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, as I said, I will post these notes in the video description for you to peruse, and I will see you in the airship next time. This is Sirik 1983 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.